whothatdaily.com. That's right, the whothatdaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, whothatdaily.com is your site. The whothatdaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or Fly. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who Dat to the black and gold family, man. Much love. Great Saint Think Tank. Who Dat Nation, we in the building. Much love to the Great Saint Think Tank. Big ups to the family members as we up in this thing. Big ups to the Great Saint Think Tank and the rest of the family members. And like I've been saying for some time now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q, the host, and you, my friends, are the Great Saint Think Tank, the Who Dat Nation, the Black and Gold Nation, and I salute you. Much love to the fam. I appreciate you guys being here as we keep it going on in this hump day edition of the Coma. And once again, the week, these days are blasting past us. They're moving so fast. We're already on hump day, and now we're moving into the rest of the week. Thursday and Friday will be here. Friday will be here very soon. First and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to the Who Dat Nation. I thank the family members for joining me on Bigelow's Country Sports. A little bit earlier, Lo had me over on the stream there. We talked about the Saints and Falcons. So if the family members want to check that stream out, they can feel free to go to the community section, find that tab and hit it. You can be able to check out the show. Have fun talking with Lo on the Saints and the Falcons upcoming matchup. So big ups to the rest of the family. Thank y'all for being here as we get this going. This one's called TSC Saints wide receiver Mike Thomas out for season after setback and ankle recovery. We'll cover that article. We'll cover other news, notes, and items on today's show. I'll give you guys a look at the injury report for the Saints and Falcons. Of course, the first official injury report was released today. We'll go over it. Good news, plenty on that. And of course, later on, after we do that, we'll cover what was being said about Mike Thomas by Stephen A. Smith. That's right. A lot of families like to see me go in on these media personalities when they call themselves talking about the Saints, when they don't cover the teams. It's just this all pretend games to people, and to a lot of family members that's diehards like myself and you guys, this is real deal Holyfield. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome you guys in the stream. Start our roll call. Elite, who that to you? Kevin Conley, who that to you? School, what's happening, pimping? Who that to you? Uncle Paulie, who that to you as well? Big ups. Who that? Daddy in the building. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here. Much love to you and Yearns. All right, big ups to the rest of the fam. GM Kev, who that to you? Appreciate you. What's up, Anthony? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being in the building as well. All right, big ups to the rest of the fam up in this thing. Who else we got chiming in? Let's see, Mocha. What's up, Mocha? Who that to you? Gabriel Thomas. Who that to you? Kick Dolak. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Marco? Who that to your fam? Steve, what's up, Steve? Steve Wynn in the building. Who that, fam? All right, BR Fitted 225. Who that to your fam? Brother Crusher's in the building. Who that? Tragic's in the building. What's up, Brother Tragic? Pick it and flick it. Who that to you? Brother Jerry Poor Jr. Who that to you, Brother Jerry? All right, Snake Bite. Who that to you? DLP. Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the building as well. Much love. All right, Brother Torrey Shepherd Sr. What's up, Brother Torrey? Who that to you, fam? Swag Fan. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. House of Twigger. Who that to you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. JT. Much love, Brother JT. Who that to you? Cutter. It's up there. What's up, Cutter? Big ups to you, fam. Appreciate you being here. Hope everything going all right with your fam. Brother Wallace. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Zoidy. Who that to you, fam? Randall. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you as well. Who else we got chiming in? Trey Joseph. What's up, Trey? Who that to you, fam? Much love. All right, big ups to you. All the family members. Brother Prime is in the building. Who that to you? Tremal's in the building. What's up, Brother Tremal? Who that to you as well? All right, who else we got? Brother Derek Cropper. Who that to you? Ja Williams. Who that to you as well? Big ups, fam. All right, Ramsey. What's up? Thank you, Ramsey. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you as well. All right, who else we got chiming in here? Ken Rasa. What's up, Ken Rasa? Who that to you? Sauce Store. What's up, fam? Who that to you? New Orleans native. Who that to you? Swagged Out Entertainment. What's up, fam? Big ups to you as well. Leslie, who that to you, baby? Much love to you and Yearns as well. All right, who else we got chiming in? Jared, who that to you, fam? Universal Love 878 is in the building as well. Big ups to you. The Iceman is in the building. What's up, Iceman? Brother Claude's in the building as well. Big ups to you. Said, what do you think about Deshaun Jackson coming to the Saints? Well, I mean, that's probably one of the better options that's out there, to be honest with you. We got an article we'll go over about that, bro. We'll cover that today as well. All right, Vernon, who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. John Thompson, who that to you as well. What's up, Alton? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. All right. Okay. All right. Who that to you? All right. Who that from me and my daughter, Brooklyn? All right. All right. Much love to Alton and his daughter, Brooklyn. That's a pretty name for her. Mike Larry, who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Brother Neville, who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Chasing Precepts, who that to you, fam? I see you, fam. Ant-Man, I see you, brother. Who that to you as well. And much love to the entire Great Saint Think Tank. Leaping Cat Productions. There we go. B. Thomas, who that to you? Who that to both y'all? Josh Go 23 Kick and all the rest of the family members. Bishop, I see you, Bishop. Who that to you? What's up, Vic? Who that to Vic? Eddie X, what's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Much love to the fam, Robert Clark and all the fam, man. Big ups to you. If you didn't hear your name, what's up, B Jizzle? What's happening, brother? Who that to you? Nolans 504, Mr. Pops 3000. KB, what's up, Queen? Who that to you? Live, love, live, laugh, and love. Who that to you? Appreciate you as well. And much love to the entire Great Saint Think Tank. Appreciate everybody. If you didn't hear your name, give me a who that, and I give you a who that back. And now some people, what's up, Haven? I see you, Lavelle. I see you, who that to you. A lot of people don't get why I shout out the family members, because listen, fam, most people don't do that. They just pretend like the people don't exist unless you super chat them or whatever else. We don't do that. We know that the family members, it's all about the fam. Without you guys, this would not be possible. So that's my way of recognizing you guys for being here. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I do that. That's my form of just letting the family members know that I appreciate you. You could be anywhere, but you in the chat chilling with the coma. So much love to you guys. What's up, Ramsey? Aloha to you, my friend. Appreciate you. Nate 2X, what's up, fam? Devin, what's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Good to see Devin Bogan in the building as well. Who that to you, fam? Please hit the like button, family. What's up, Tim? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you. Hit the like button, family. If you hadn't hit it already, hit the hell out the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and join the Who Dat Nation, the Great Saint Think Tank. Much love to all of you guys. I appreciate you. Now, in the words of Bill Cosby, this the name of the show is TSC. Saints wide receiver Mike Thomas out for season after setback and ankle injury recovery. Now, what's up, young bloods? Who that to you? Now, what's intriguing about this, fam, we're going to go over this article. And what's really interesting is the fact that I'm going to play. Thank you. Okay, Kevin, big ups to you, fam, for being a member, a Pro Star member for the last 5 months. Much love to Kevin Conley. Big ups to you, bro. Appreciate you. That's laddie daddy. It's showing love. All right. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate Tim for becoming a Pro Star. Appreciate you, Tim. Much love to you, my friend. Appreciate you, man. Lamar, who that to you, fam? I see you. What's up, Josh? Who that to you, fam? Josh in the building. Good to see you. Free game. What's up, fam? He said, I told you we should have traded this ass. You're not going to get nothing for him hurt. Free. You're not going to get nothing for him hurt. Free game. I mean, no, bro. You got to be a little patient on that thing, bro. I mean, you know, it was all botched up. But listen, we're going to get a little insight today. If you remember going back to that show when I kept telling the family members, listen, there's another side of the story that we're not hearing. And Mike Thomas alluded to those in those cryptic tweets. Y'all remember that? Well, guess what? We're going to have the other side of the story tonight on this, because Keyshawn Johnson is going to lace you with the game and tell you what time it is. We're going to play it. Let's go through some news as well. Thank you, Kevin, for your super chat, fam. Appreciate you. Much love to Kevin Conley. Big ups to you. All right, Will Dickerson. What's up, Will? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Bishop as well. RG, I see you, fam. Who that to you as well. Much love. All right, so let's get into it, fam. Hit the like button for your boy. What's up, Willie Garrison? Who that to you, fam? Brother Quincy, I see you, fam. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. All right, so let's get into it, fam. We're going to start off with one of these things, man. We're going to start off with the article right here with the Saints. This was directly from ESPN's New Orleans Saints wide receiver Thomas out for the season after setback in ankle recovery. And, of course, this was kind of a touchy. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, bro, once again for that. But what's intriguing and interesting all at the same time is the fact that we knew that the timeline was all dealing with Mike, why he would wait so long to do what he did. Well, Keyshawn feels this in the game. We're going to play that right after we go through the news, notes, and articles. I'm not going to keep you guys very long on tonight's stream, but it's intriguing to get that other side of the story, and Keyshawn laces you with the game. I'm also going to play a run over Stephen A. Looked like his hairline was already run over. We're going to run over it some more. And I'm going to lambaste him in today's episode, too, for some shade that he threw at Mike Thomas while Mike's trying to rehab this here thing. But anyway, let's get into it, fam. As this came out today, Mike Triplett on the scoop that the Saints wide receiver Mike Thomas announced Wednesday that he would miss the entire 2021 season after, quote, another small setback, which we will have to address, end quote, in this recovery from ankle surgery. Now, remember, this should be something, who that to you, Felix? This should be something that we think about too, fam, because remember, we've heard this before. We've heard this before as Will Lutz had a setback as well and had to come out on social media and say, listen, fam, because of what happened here, I'm going to have to, miss the entire season to get my rehab. So we heard that from Will Lutz earlier. Now we're hearing it from Mike Thomas, sad to say. Who that to you, Seminole? I see you, Seminole Indian. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. What's up, Bobby? Who that? All right, so it's just some of the things that we've been hearing lately from some of our injured personnel that had some pretty tough, injuries, like the core injury that happened with Lutz and, of course, Michael Thomas's situation. But anyway, sources told ESPN that the setback was a new issue that recently developed after Thomas had been progressing in his recovery. Saints coach Sean Payton added Wednesday that Thomas had been, quote, working his tail off, end quote, before recent scans showed that he might have to have another procedure done. He says, I think this isn't anything he can control, Payton said. And they're saying, listen, this is not something old, but as you can see what they're saying, that they said that it was something new that happened during the recovery process. So let's keep that in our collective mentalities too. What's up, Baraka? Who that to you? Eric, what's up, Eric? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like button, fam. Hit that like button. All right, let me read that last part. Sources told ESPN that the setback was a new issue that recently developed during the recovery process. So keep that in there. I think this isn't anything he controlled, Coach Payton said. Thomas underwent surgery in June to repair multiple ligaments in his left ankle, an injury that he initially suffered in week 1 of the 2020 season last year and battled through the entire year. He was initially expected to return in October. Quote, I've always been a man of faith. In these past few months, my faith has truly been tested, Thomas tweeted. Thomas continues, quote, since the June ankle surgery, the team and I have worked diligently day and night to rehab and get me back on the field. Unfortunately, there has been another small setback which will have to be addressed. To my displeasure, I will not be able to make it back in time for this season, but will do everything in my power to get back to the player I've always been. I know God doesn't make mistakes, so I will continue to follow in his path and can't wait to be back on the field in front of the best fans on the planet. So that's the words from Mike, straight up from his Twitter account, Can't Guard Mike. As you can see right here, it laid out in its entirety. And of course, Thomas, who's 28, was the NFL Offensive Player of the Year in 2019 when he set a league record with 149 catches. He broke that catch record. That all of you name, no matter who you name, all of the best wide receivers in the business over the last several years, none of them came close to getting that record. That stood for over 15 years, which is like a gold level achievement or a platinum level achievement for wide receivers. They love it. That's like a Super Bowl trophy to an entire team, but that's one of the highest accolades to the highest accolade that a wide receiver can get is to get that catch record. And Mike Thomas accomplished that, got that 100. He broke it. He set the record with 149, but he was limited to 9 games last year, including the playoffs, and now 0 games this season. No wide receiver came close to catching that. Hopkins, whoever you can talk about, couldn't get that record, but Mighty Mike did. He will be missed by a 5-2 Saints team that lost starting quarterback Jameis Winston to a season-ending ACL tear Sunday and has been devoid of proven pass catchers all season long. I don't know if I'm going to say that about him because Deontay Harris and Marquez Callaway, Jawan Johnson, those guys have done a pretty decent job to the best of their ability. So it just shit on the wide receiver room. The Saints ranked 31st in the NFL with 180.9 passing yards per game. ESPN's Kimberly Martin reported Tuesday that there was discussions between the Saints and the Browns about a possible deal for Odell Beckham before the trade deadline passed, but that the sides couldn't reach an agreement given how much Beckham is owed the rest of the year. And I told the family members that were asking me, yo, Q, what about getting him? What's up, Troy? Who that to you, fam? Big ups. Vincino, what's up, fam? Who that? And they were at Kenny, what's up, Kenny? Who that? So they were at family was like, Q, what about OBJ? Let's go get Odell Beckham Jr. and bring him in. And I said, I looked up Odell Beckham's contract. And then I said, family, listen, when people start talking about bringing people in here, let's go look at the contract. The Saints right now are not in a very favorable position, monetarily speaking. So they would have to have some cap gymnastics, as I labeled, to be able to get a guy like OBJ underneath the books and make it fit. Well, the Saints needed the Browns to be able to absorb as much of that money as they possibly could to make such a trade occur, but they didn't want to commit to that amount of money, and the Saints just pulled out of the deal. Now, Peyton said Wednesday the Saints did their homework on several positions before the trade deadline, but noted there was never any. We got down to the wire and we just couldn't agree to the price. The coach also vouched for the team's wide receiver depth after Traquan Smith and Deontay Harris recently returned from those injuries. He says, look, these guys are tough, competitive, and I like them. Then I tell you, Coach Peyton said that, and I kept telling the family, what's up, Sean? Who that to you, fam? I kept telling the family members that over and over again. I said, fam, when Michael Thomas went on the IR initially, the wide receiver the Saints signed to replace Michael Thomas, sort of, on the depth chart was Chris Hogan. Hogan has since retired. But what's up, J-Rock? So the mentality is, Q, why would he not go get a bigger name wide receiver and bring him in there? Because he's big on these wide receivers. I kept saying that over and over again. And he says it right here. Look, these guys are tough, competitive, and I like them. Peyton, who listed some of the attributes of Smith, Harris, Callaway, Stills, White, and Humphrey, quote, I'm not interested in your PFF grades or any of that stuff. I like this group. That's what he said. The PFF focused shooting at them about their grades on which wide receivers that he liked. And I kept telling you that he getting pissed off about the wide receiver questions. And I kept telling people he loves the young group of wide receivers that he has. And he's willing to ride with these guys. Now, that doesn't mean that he won't reach out to free agency and see if he can find a wide receiver that's out there. We know about Deshaun Jackson being released by the Rams. They owe, and I think $4+ million the Rams are on the hook for Deshaun Jackson. Now, if the Saints make a deal with him, they can pretty much get him on, they can get a feasible deal worked out where they'll have a quality wide receiver. Now, he's a little bit up in age right there, but he still can bring a deep threat and a guy that can get downfield and stretch the field if you need be. But will Sean Payton reach out to that? He likes these guys, and not to mention the guys on the practice squad like Aesop Winston and Kwame Baker are also other talented guys that Coach Payton likes a lot. He says, obviously, you better if you have Mike Thomas in that group, but we don't right now. And we don't have Jameis at the quarterback position. And that's just how our league can be sometimes. The timing of Thomas' surgery in June initially led to some tension between him and the team. Payton made it clear at the start of training camp that he was disappointed the surgery hadn't happened sooner. More on that later from a different perspective. Then after multiple reports in August suggested that Thomas was to blame for the delay, Thomas tweeted, this is good reminder of how it played out. He tweeted, they tried to damage your reputation, save theirs by not telling you your side of the story. That's as much as we got from Mike about that. Y'all remember that, fam. Y'all remember that. You know, so that's the thing we remember. That's as much as Mike kind of gave to us. And then after that, the Saints and him got back together right after that tweet, shortly thereafter. At that time, Thomas he liked multiple posts that suggested the Saints urged him to play through the injury without surgery last season, and were blaming him for not being healthy. We're going to play that. However, the tensions appeared to have been diffused after a productive phone call between Payton and Thomas has been with the team throughout the recovery process. Thank you, Jabowski H, who just subscribed. Thank you, fam. Welcome to the Great Saint Think Tank, Jabowski. Much love to you and welcome to the Who Dat Nation, my friend. Thank you for hitting that sub button. All right. However, and that's how it ended. Now, Thomas referenced his original recovery from the 2020 injury in his statement Wednesday. As many of you know, early last season, I injured my ankle and worked extremely hard over the next few months to get back in time to finish the season. Thomas said, unfortunately, the rehab didn't go as I planned, and early this offseason it was apparent I would need to have a procedure to repair the injury. Meanwhile, quarterback Taysom Hill's concussion was back in practice on Wednesday. However, the team still hasn't announced whether he or Trevor Siemian will start against the Atlanta Falcons. So a lot of information in there, but this is a brief synopsis to kind of remind us exactly how the process worked. That happened on this long kind of grinded out situation between Mike Thomas and this injury that's been happening for some time. A lot of the black and gold family members are quite frustrated because they want Mike on the field, and I agree. Mike needs to be on the field, but I don't want him on the field unless he's 100% healthy. That's the caveat. No Mike at 75 or 80%. Remember, this is an injury from last year that we're trying to get through, multiple ligament injuries, as the report astutely mentions, that it's going to take some time to heal. Thank you, B Jizzle, for your super chat, my friend. Who that to you, brother? Thank you for that. All right, Pammy Whammy, who that to you, baby? Much love to the kings and queens of the coma. Much love, baby. All right. Casey says Sean Payton starting QB confirmed. All right, let's see. Let's keep it going. We're going to take a look at it. All right, let's move on to the injury report here, fam. Saints wins the injury report for Week 9 against the Falcons. 9 Saints players listed on Wednesday's injury report, and here it goes. All right, now here's the injury report starting off. QB Jameis Winston, we know he's out for the season with that knee issue. Safety Malcolm Jenkins was DNP, dealing with a knee issue as well. Defensive end Carl Granderson dealing with a shoulder is DNP. Ty Montgomery, the wide receiver / running back, has hamstring issues, DNP. And of course, it was good to see Dwayne Washington, who's been out last several games, is dealing with a neck issue, is now playing. He was limited in practice today. Taysom Hill, also who hadn't played in several games, is limited with a concussion issue that he's coming out of. Peyton Turner, who was also shut down, played in practice. He was limited. Armstead is dealing with a groin issue. He was limited. And then, of course, Laddie Dad is still on that fully practice. You're going down to the Atlanta Falcons. Not much going on with the Falcons. But you're taking a look at defensive tackle. Jonathan Bullitt was a concussion. He was shut down. Kelvin Ridley, for not injury related, dealing with mental health issues and family issues. There's a lot of stuff out there, but they're saying mental health issues. Thank you, Hoodie. Much love to you, Hoodie, man. Appreciate you with the super chat, my friend. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right. So you see they have a short injury list, and wide receiver Russell Gage dealing with a groin. He was limited. So Falcons, not too many people on their side of things. But if you take a look at what the Saints have, man, we got quite a few people. Jameis, Jenkins, Granderson, Ty Montgomery, DNP'd. Limited was Dwayne Washington. Taysom's got back on the field, so did Peyton Turner. So getting Dwayne Washington back helps our special teams. Taysom Hill, his role and how much he will play is yet to be determined. Peyton Turner's there as well. Armstead's limited, and Marshawn Lattimore fully practiced. So there you go with the Saints injury report. All right, let's move on, family, to this article. Where do the Saints go from here at the wide receiver position? With Michael Thomas done for the year. So let's take a look at this. This is by Luke Johnson, the staff writer at NOLA.com's Times-Picayune. The production or lack thereof from New Orleans Saints receivers this season has always been accompanied by a qualifier. At some point, a healthy Michael Thomas would inject some all-pro playmaking skills into the pass-catching core. But that never happened. In its June summer activities, the team fielded questions about what it was like to get a healthy Thomas back. In July, it was revealed that Thomas needed surgery and would miss the start of the season. He was placed on the physically unable to perform list and was eligible to return for a Week 7 matchup against the Seahawks. That day came and went with no signs of Thomas being on the practice field, which I did say that you wasn't going to see him. Family members know it. We have it documented. Finally, the NFL Network ran a report early Wednesday morning that Thomas had a setback in his recovery. About an hour later, Thomas declared himself done for the season. Thomas' long-awaited return will have to wait some more. So now the Saints-Thomas matter has officially and unfortunately been cleared. The question now is, where do the Saints go from here? Maybe it's not fair to ask that question considering New Orleans Saints already played the entire season and really most of the last 2 seasons without Mike Thomas. Great point. The Saints went 5-2 this season, or 6-3 last season, while Thomas was sidelined with injuries. But just because New Orleans has patched things together and continued to win games without Thomas does not mean its offense has come anywhere close to its usual standards. In 7 games, 8 Saints wide receivers have combined to catch 53 passes for 793 yards. That combined total is less than the individual total of NFL receiving leader Cooper Kupp, who has 64 catches and 924 yards. Different style offense. You got Stafford, who has the ability to throw the ball around, so it's spreading out things a little different with the Saints. We keep thinking that, you got Drew Brees at the helm of that thing. When it adjusted, we knew the Saints were going to be more run-focused. So we knew that the passing game would take a step back a bit for the rushing attack, as opposed to what we've seen from previous incarnations where the Saints was pass first, run second. We still haven't got that correlation. I've been telling people this for years. Is that the Saints are not a pass-first team anymore. So don't be expecting the same type of offensive statistical accolades that you've seen over the last several seasons. That's simply not the case this year. They're a run-first team now with the pass second operated through the play action off the back of the running attack. So that's what this is. That's why you'll see the wide receiver statistics come down because of that philosophy shift. Now, this is just me explaining it. Even as Coach Payton continued to say he was higher on the receiving corps than others are, he did not try to underplay Thomas' importance to the roster. Quote, "It is what it is," Payton said. "I like this group. Obviously, you're better if you have Mike Thomas in the group, but we don't right now," end quote. So the Saints' options are to stick with what they have and try to coax more production out of them while also playing a backup quarterback or to seek outside help. And at the stage of this season, it's hard to add an impact player. The trade deadline came and went Tuesday, and the Saints roster did not change. That's not to say New Orleans didn't poke around to see what's out there, and does not necessarily mean that it's out of running for a big addition down the stretch. Payton said the trade deadline is difficult for coaches because it's happening while the team is in the midst of its usual game week preparation, putting the coaches in position where they're looking at film of individual players while also studying their opponents. That said, Payton said that the Saints did not enter a situation where they got down to the wire and just couldn't agree on the price. Perhaps they didn't have to. The Saints reportedly have conversations with Cleveland Browns about the Odell Beckham situation, who's a native of New Orleans. Didn't work out the deal. It was monetarily based. It is what it is. The Saints are not in a good position monetarily speaking. So Cleveland would have to work out a little bit of that money and buy more of that money. They got to absorb more of Odell Beckham's money to make the deal work for the Saints. They wasn't willing to do that. So, but by Wednesday, Cleveland had excused Beckham from practice, and the Browns coach Stefanski said Beckham's agent was speaking with general manager Andrew Berry, presumably about Beckham's future with the team. If the Browns were to release Beckham, he'd be subject to waivers, and any team that claimed him would be on the hook for the remainder of his contract. He also has 2 years remaining on a 5-year, $72.8 million contract he signed prior to the 2019 season, which is $15 million cap hit each of the next 2 years. That's why the Saints was, hey, listen, we don't want to absorb that. We like the player, but the contract is high. That's what I'm saying. The capnomics, it kind of spoiled the deal. The Saints are not in that feasible position where they can absorb that contract. That's why they was trying to get Cleveland to take more money in. absorb more of that money, and then we'll make a move on it. Didn't work out. If the Saints wanted Beckham, they would likely have to wait for him to clear waivers to avoid having to take on the remainder of that contract. If Beckham is indeed waived, which he will not be, it's already said that the Browns are going to work with him to make sure that he's good. So the Beckham releasing is not going to happen. They're already ingratiating toward him, and they're going to add him more into their offense. That's their squad, though. The same is potentially true for a player like Deshaun Jackson, who was released, whom the Rams waived Tuesday. Now, Jackson hasn't caught more than 40 passes in the season since 2018, but at the age of 35, the season averaged 27.6 yards on 8 receptions and still brings game-changing speed. So a lot of people looking at the Deshaun Jackson as a possible thing, and with him being released, and we'll see how that looks. But look how adamant we talked about. Say it does make sense. Deshaun Jackson could help your wide receiver core, but look how adamant Coach Payton was in his press briefing about when reporters were asking him about bringing wide receivers. He's sticking to the group that he's got, barring injury. Then more than likely he'll go out and get a guy off the street or go into the practice squad and pull the guy off the practice squad. That's just how he feels about his wide receivers. And that's what I've been telling family members. Thank you. Hoodie says, thoughts on us almost getting OBJ, but we still can get him because it looks like the Browns about to release him, and maybe we could put Eli Manning in on the. We'll see how that works, bro, because the Browns came out today and said the Browns and Odell Beckham Jr. are working together for him to stay on the team. So we'll see if that shifts or changes. But like I said, it's also relative. We'll see how it all goes. But the Saints are in kind of a rough spot in terms of salary, and it doesn't fit them well to take on that massive salary to have Odell Beckham's contract. It has to be feasible enough, economically speaking, to be able to fit what they're doing, not just for this year, but also next year as well. So we're going to see how it all works out if they release him. I hear the rumors about it, but also hear the reports that they want to keep Odell Beckham and promised him more of a role in the offense because they think that he can help them in having a deep playoff run. So we'll see how it all works. And Deshaun Jackson, it makes sense to go after him, but the Saints have to do a little bit, some movement and a little gymnastics, a little flipping, some moving. But listen, this is the thing. Coach Payton said, and I've read it several times in the report, that he's big on the group. He's not looking to add anybody right now. If now injuries occur, that might be something different. But I've said this in the entire season, that Coach Payton he likes his wide receivers. It just is what it is. He likes his wide receivers. A lot of people like Q, why don't we just get somebody else and bring his ass in here and help out such and such? Odell Beckham would definitely be a help. He would. Deshaun Jackson will help out. But like I said, he is stubborn. Coach Payton's a stubborn man, bro. Y'all know that like we know it. He's a very stubborn person. And when he likes somebody, like he likes Taysom, he's going to put Taysom in there to the chagrin of the Who Dat Nation. If he likes certain wide receivers, he's going to keep them in there to the chagrin of the Who Dat Nation. Remember, that happened, fam, when was it? What was it? It's certain, and I'm trying to think back historically speaking when I've seen it. But when he has a particular stubbornness toward a position group, you're not going to budge him on that. And I've been saying that. I was like, listen, Coach Payton loves these wide receivers. He's not going to bring anybody. And a clear indication is when Mike got hurt the first time, he brought in Chris Hogan. So we sit up here and say, oh, now that we got opening, watch we go out here and get this big name wide receiver. None of that happened. You got Kevin White is what you got. You got Hogan and Kevin White is what you got. And I'm like, man, why is Kevin White here? Why is he still on this team? He caught one pass and dropped everything else. But, Coach Payton loves big, fast wide receivers and the guys hanging in there to the chagrin of us who want him to get out of the way so you can let a guy like Quine Baker get out there and see what he can do. So, but that guy is stubborn. Y'all know that Coach Payton is stubborn. And if he says, listen, I'm going to stick with these guys, he's going to stick with them guys, man. To the chagrin. Like I said, I ain't want Kevin White ass here. He dropping too much. And like I said, Quine Baker deserved the right to be here. Thank you, Hoodie. Says true, but they said today they held him out of practice, essentially not on the team. We'll take a look at it. I'm gonna look at it, Hoodie. I'm gonna take a look at it, bro. But is it and that's the thing. Are we? And I've been big on the wide receiver room because listen, Are we having unfair comparisons from a wide receiver statistical standpoint, trying to compare the wide receivers of this year against last year, statistically speaking? You know what I mean? Like, the Saints are a run first team this year, even though last year the Saints were putting up, they had several matchups where they had over 200 yards rushing. They broke franchise records in rushing yards, touchdowns, and attempts, rushing attempts. This is all said and done, but still very much so last year, the Saints was still a pass first team. Anytime you have Drew Brees sitting on top of Sean Payton's system, they're going to be a pass first team because he's going to give Drew Brees the green light to throw the ball, whenever he wants to. Now you don't have that security blanket that Drew Brees was to Coach Payton to fall back on. He didn't know Jameis that well. He's still learning Taysom, the quarterback, and Jameis, he was learning him the quarterback, so he couldn't rely totally on him because he didn't have that same relationship. It took years to build that up. They were doing pretty good working on that, working out and ironing out the wrinkles and all. But what he does trust is Alvin Kamara. And Coach Payton's gave up a late pick to go and get Mark Ingram to add him with Kamara so they can bring that stiff rushing attack back. So that even much fortifies the Saints are a run first team. People got to get that. The Who Dat Nation family members got to understand that. Is that I remember for years, yeah, you're right, for years we would throw that ball or whatever and we would be a pass first team. You are not that anymore. You are a run first team, pass second. That's why you'll see those wide receiver statistics a bit come down here because the Saints' priority first is to run the ball, even though Coach Payton comes out with these screens and try to get that shit going. But no success really happens until they start running the ball. Then he started mixing them things up in there. So, like I said, the strength, and Coach Payton recognized that. He recognized that last year when he had the 7 rushing touchdown performance against the Minnesota Vikings. He knew he had something then. He knew in the last game of season against Carolina, when the entire running back room was out with C-19, everybody was out except for Ty Montgomery, who's a wide receiver, came in there and rushed for 100 yards, cold as a cucumber. He said, man, I think I got something with this. So, and for years and years and years and years and years and years, we've been saying, Coach Payton, run that damn ball. We got shirts in the pro shop that got run the ball. Hey, Coach, run the damn ball. And finally this year, we got Coach Payton, who's operating a run-first offense with Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram in there. So I'm really stoked about that. And, of course, play action off the back. Let's just not make no mistakes, whoever the quarterback is. So we'll see how it all works. But like I said, that's a stubborn coach you got there. And if Coach Payton said he's going to stick with those young guys, he's going to stick with them young guys, man. Like, look how he's sticking strong with Kevin White's sorry ass. He made one catch, and that justifies everything. So one catch justifies all those drops? I think not. But Coach Payton likes him. He's sticking them around. So it is what it is, man. Jerry Brown says, whatever you say, Kevin White is amazing. Man, are you crazy, man? You must be eating contaminated Falcon or drinking something. You drinking lead in your water, bro? Bro, Kevin White is not amazing, bro. You must be trolling or something, bro. Kevin White is amazing. Well, put him on your goddamn team, Falcon, man. You take him and put him on your goddamn team then. I guarantee you won't be saying that shit when he start dropping passes for you. That's all he do is drop. He's amazing. What you talking about? College film? Dude, I ain't talking about college, brother. I'm talking about today. And Kevin White was on the practice squad. If he's amazing, they don't put amazing players on the practice squad, bro. I mean, he just came in there and really dropped this. He only had one catch for this entire. You must ain't been following this brother like we had, bro. Because if the man was worth something, I'll be telling you right now, hey, bro. Let me tell you something. Yeah, Kevin White he's been doing a great job. Nah, you take him. What's your name, brother? What's your name, Falcon, man? What's your name? Don't block the man if he ain't saying nothing disrespectful, family. Y'all know y'all got itchy trigger fingers. Y'all are some big snipers up in here, so don't hurt brother Jerry. Brown, if he ain't saying nothing disrespectful, he says, but Kevin White, you take him and put him on your goddamn team. You can have him. Trust me, we're not gonna fight you for him. You can have him. You can take it. I'll trade him for some barbecue chicken. How about that? You want that? You got a deal, Kevin? Is that a deal, Jerry? I'm sorry, Jerry. Is that a deal? I'll train him for some barbecue chicken. All right. How about that? Get a Who Dat Nation a couple of plates of barbecue chicken. We'll trade you Kevin White. You can have them. Put them on your goddamn shit. People don't be knowing what they be talking about, bro. For real, bro. What's up, DJ Hellcat? Who that to you? Man, he's amazing. When? In college? Back in college? Dude, man, no, man. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, man, listen. Let me play this, fam. I'm not, like I said, I ain't going to keep y'all for very long. I got to go and I'm monitoring the Pelican matchup. I'm doing the Pelican post-game report. I got you, Jerry. I hear you, bro. He says, I'm good, guys. I got you. That's why I told him, we got, just to let you know, they got some heavy-handed moderators in here. And I be trying to say, family, listen, don't knock nobody off. Don't take them, don't take the paddle to them or whatever. Don't, they got infinite ammunition, bro. So, they got an itchy trigger finger and they pretty rough. So every now and again, I got to tell the family, if he ain't saying nothing disrespectful, don't take his hat off, bro. I tell you wearing a cap there, take it off. The next time you say something else coming off. So I mean, like I said, man, but it's all love though. Big ups, fam. All right, big ups to y'all, man. Appreciate. What's up, DB? Who that to you, baby? Original Hot Boy 504, Zach Williams. What's up, fam? Big ups to y'all. All right, fam. Now let's move it to the next side of this thing. We're gonna play a little something here, family. From who is it here? This is coming from Keyshawn Johnson on the First Take show talking to Stephen Smith. Now, Kev showed I seen it. Thank you, GM Kev sent me this. And I like to thank everybody while I'm at it for the family members that send me these little clips to look at, man. Be giving me ammunition. Tear these people up, man. Like, did this some gun say what he said? Man, listen. We got a defender Who That Nation. I'm heavy-handed myself, so it's pretty obvious whether Who That Nation, the Great Saint Think Tank, get that from. I'm heavy-handed myself, especially when defending the black and gold nation, baby. They won't play with us. We're letting them play with us for 30 plus years, man. Enough is enough. All right, so I'm gonna play this little here. I want y'all to listen closely. I'm gonna set it up right now. This is the other side of the story that we talked about with Mike Thomas's injury that you didn't get an opportunity to hear. This is coming from Keyshawn Johnson, who is the uncle of Mike Thomas, and he's going to tell you what Mike Thomas alluded to, like when he had that cryptic tweet when he tweeted out that they're trying to destroy your name, and I'm like, Mike, what you talking about, Mike? Say your spiel, but before he said his spiel, the Saints and them came back together. Remember that? Well, you're going to hear the other side tonight. We're going to put the two halves together, and you guys can formulate your own opinion about what you think about this whole situation. So we're going to go into this, fam. Please feel free to hit the like button as we're going to listen to Stephen A. Smith talk about it, and, of course, with Keyshawn Johnson. And, of course, I'm going to have a little brief stopping and going as well. Here we go.
I'm going to say. A couple of things.
Y'all put one in the chat if y'all can hear this, fam.
And I'm going to be deadly serious with what I'm about to say. And I'm going to preface my comments by reminding the audience, Keyshawn's my brother. Keyshawn and I go back damn near 20 years. Okay? So everybody can't say what I'm about to say to Keyshawn. Okay? I can. I can say it because we got that kind of relationship.
Man,
I smell something and I don't like it. And we got a relationship with Keyshawn. Okay? I can say it because we got that kind of relationship. I smell something and I don't like it.
Maybe you're smelling your upper lip. Now, I'm going to let him finish it up. He smells something. Maybe his breath. Maybe he got halitosis. Maybe he's smelling your upper lip and you don't like it. I'm going to let him finish.
And here's what I mean. First of all, Michael Thomas, I want you to know you all world. When you got your $100 million, $20 million a year.
Okay, first and foremost, fam, listen. When a mug start giving you accolades and tell you how long they knew you and start giving you accolades before the leading up to the spill, that's to soften what they're about to say. This is a regular practice that he does. But listen to the shade he throws on Mike Thomas while the man trying to rehab out of an injury. And it's something new. It was not like something else happened there. Watch what he says here.
In a damn person with sense would question that you earned every penny. You deserve that contract. We know what a big time baller you are. Season ended in January. Mm-hmm. You waited till June. You didn't have to wait till June. You told me June. I thought it was a little early. You told me June, right? We on the air. You said June in terms of when he elected to have that surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm telling you, Smith. I'm just giving you just
Give
a
it to me.
perspective.
Give it to me so I'm going to bounce it right back
That's
to
right.
you. Though.
I feel you. That's why I'm telling it to you. I ain't going to say it behind your back. I'm going to tell it to your face.
Okay.
You know me.
A blowhard, man.
Keyshawn, Drew Brees is gone.
Yeah.
You wait to get the surgery. Jameis Winston's in there. Y'all winning games. You scheduled to come back. Jameis Winston go down. Now you out for the season.
Yeah, but that ain't it.
That
ain't it.
Fine. I'm just saying.
But the timing does smell when he says it that way. It does,
That's all I'm saying.
Keyshawn.
All right, first and foremost, let's stop it right there. Okay? Let's stop it right there. Now, first and foremost, let me say this, fam. He says he starts his conversation with Keyshawn Johnson by saying something smells, which is really his commentary stinks. That's what he's smelling. We've been saying that for years. Stephen A. Smith, your commentary stinks. You're talking about matters and you don't even have the full information on the matters that you're talking about. Now, how you didn't know what Key about to tell you and you sitting right across the room from the brother, the table from the brother, and then you supposed to, I've been knowing Keyshawn Johnson for 20 years. You've been knowing for 20 years and you ain't know what he was going to say to the entire nation? You ain't know that? But listen, that's not the point. The point is he attempts to throw shade on Michael Thomas by throwing out an allegation that Mike Thomas pulled up with this injury to avoid playing the rest of the season because Jameis Winston got hurt, which would make Michael Thomas a lot of negative things in the Who Dat Nation. Did y'all get me on that? That's what he's attempting to do. I smell something. I smell something. It's supposed to be his headline way back here. I smell something. Drew Brees, Jameis Winston get hurt. Did his injury happen? It's questionable timing. No, it ain't questionable timing, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. Mike Thomas is not that type of guy. Mike Thomas was playing on. He held back the surgery last year so he could play the season. He could have went and had the surgery the next week after week one when he aggravated the injury in week one against Tampa Bay. He forgoed the surgery because he wanted to try to rehab during the season so he can come back and help the team for a playoff run, ultimately a Super Bowl run. That's what he was attempting to do. And he came back during the season to help out to his best of his ability, but his health got in the way. But you can't say that he was sitting up there and doing and just eating money or whatever. Nah, Mike Thomas did everything he can to get back on that field. He just couldn't because of the injury. Now, that's an underhanded and rotten ass way to come at a wide receiver or a player who never exhibited those type of quiddish ass qualities like you would, Stephen. You a chump, a backstabbing snake who does whatever he can to try to make sure he has a. Now you accuse this man of being a bad player, a bad teammate. The Who Dat Nation would not tolerate that type of behavior from any player who hiding in the injuries on the injury list to collect a check. That's not Michael Thomas, man. You need to apologize to that dude for that, you chump. You need to apologize to that. And I smell something. Nah, you smell your analysis about Michael Thomas' person. They got guys that do that in the league. But Mike Thomas is not one of those dudes. He's not going to sit up there and collect a check. He wants to play. He gets frustrated because he can't play. And you got this balding asshole sitting up here talking about something stinks. Something stinks. I smell something rotten. No, it's your commentary that stinks because you're a jackass. To throw that out there like that, you don't have any history. No, number one, listen, there got to be some type of pattern of behavior for you to say that. That's like, that'll be an insult to you and me if we hanging out. And then I leave my wallet in my car. We going out to get, go chill out at the wing joint. We're going to get some wings, watch the game at the joint. I'm getting out the car. My wallet falls out my pocket into my car on the floor. I get up in the wing joint, reaching for my wallet, and I turn to you and say, "Hey, man, you took my wallet? Man, you took it. I know you did." It's like, what? What you talking about, Q? I ain't take your wallet. And you're the type of person that wouldn't take nothing. That would insult you and infuriate you And that would be underhanded and rotten on me to accuse you, and you're not even the person that ever exhibited those type of qualities. That's an insult. But see how you could just throw that on that man like that, and just like that, just that easy? That's underhanded and rotten for that sumbitch to do that. I'm sorry, it just is. Throw shade on Mike Thomas. He already hurt from a new issue. This wasn't an old issue. This was a new issue that occurred during the rehab process. And remember, it's multiple ligament damage that occurred with the original injury that happened. Multiple ligaments, which means there maybe one of these ligaments and whatever they seen they didn't like after the initial scan, that they had to go back there and clean up some stuff, which would extend out the time frame. And I said that to family members. I say, listen, if he re-aggravated, which he did, then that could require them to further extend out that time frame even further, because it takes a little longer. Once you re-injure something, it always takes a little longer for that thing to heal right. But in terms of him saying that this injury is an attempt so Michael Thomas can skip out on the rest of the season because Jameis ain't there no more, that's an underhanded and rotten ass dog doing that, man. That's an underhanded and balding bastard that would do that, that would say that about a player who never exhibited those type of qualities whatsoever. You see Mike get frustrated on Twitter because he was injured and he wants to play. He wants to play. You know, if anything, Mike Thomas loves to play. He wouldn't dare do that type of stuff. Y'all know that, and I know that. Y'all know that, and I know that. But you got this balding jackass sitting up here talking about, I smell something. You jackass. So that's what I'm saying. This is stank bum ass commentary from these people sitting up here throwing out some stuff like that. If I was Mike Thomas, I'd slap the piss out of him. I see his smelly ass. But anyway, here the rest of it. Here you go.
It's a setback. And remember, I had no surgery, so I'm smelling a lot better. You understand? I'm smelling a lot better than I have in the past. There's something fishy about that.
Listen,
But
listen to
let's
this
go back
moron.
to the surgery.
You sound like somebody drunk uncle.
And he came back. He was hurt in the playoffs.
Listen to what Keyshawn Johnson tells
He played hurt in the playoffs.
Right? Thank you.
Then he wanted to get a second and a third opinion in the offseason. Not him, them. See?
Okay, hold on. Now Keyshawn about to drop it. All right. Now he levels, basically destroys balding guy, Stephen Smith, destroys his entire bullshit I smell something argument. He blows it out of the water with the fact that Mike was playing during the season. He could have had the surgery in week 2 of last year. He really could. He could have had the surgery after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game and been done away with it. But he held off the surgery because he was trying to have it to heal a certain way, and he wanted to help the team have a deep playoff run. Remember that? He played and he came back during the season, had 40-something catches with no touchdowns. Remember that? So he did contribute. It wasn't like he didn't do anything. He just sat on the bench. He played hurt. That warrants you some respect. He played hurt, caught 40-something passes, no touchdowns, but he did play in the playoff games. He did as much as he can do. And for him to come out and say that without having any research or that just shows you how ridiculous this clown is in his analysis. That was one of the worst takes. It should rename the show Worst Takes, because that was awful. That was stupid. Where's your facts? Where's your stats? Where would you have to prove your point? You up there hypothesizing? You up there opinionating? Thank you, Hoodie. Hoodie says we got Buck fans say we need to trade him. No, we don't need to trade him. I agree with you, bro. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Pump your brakes. These people need everybody talking about trade Thomas. Pump your brakes on this shit, man. You're not going to get nothing from Michael Thomas if you trade. Who's going to take a hurt-ass wide receiver right now? Be real. And then when he's healthy, you ain't going to want to trade him because he's going to be back up to par, tearing up double teams and catching 60 and 70 balls a year. So, I mean, come on, let's pump our brakes on the Michael Thomas stuff. I understand it's a little impatience, that people have with him, but you're right, Hoodie. We don't need to talk about trading Mike. It don't even make no sense to trade a hurt player right now. That don't make any sense. I mean, people just a little emotional right now. We just need to pump our brakes on it. And besides, think about his health. Let the guy heal up, and then let's see what we got after that. Let him heal up. You want a 100% player, not some guy that's 50%. Now back to the Stephen A. Smith. He had no stats, no facts, no nothing. He's up there opinionating, talking about he smells something. When it's his own funky ass commentary, he's stinking up the joint, and he don't even realize it's so stupid, and it just don't even realize it's his own commentary that's stinking up his face. So, I mean, let's listen what the Keyshawn Johnson had to say. Keyshawn just broke him down so really easy after this blowhard was running his damn mouth about something he knew nothing about. Watch this.
Let's go back to the surgery.
Okay.
He came back. he was hurt in the playoffs.
Right.
Okay. He played hurt in the playoffs.
Right.
Then he wanted to get a second and a third opinion in the offseason. Not him, them. See, people don't understand that because only one side says it, Stephen A.
That's
All right.
Now, I ain't going to let my family just dangle out there.
That's right.
All right. Now, you heard what Keyshawn said. The second opinion wasn't on him. It was on them. That's Keyshawn Johnson. Now, he knew the scoop. That's his nephew. So let's keep it going, fam. We're going to get through as much as we can stand. Keyshawn dropping some knowledge here on that situation because I told you it was another side to this whole thing. Listen.
Okay, and then when you make the decision to finally do it in June, well, they made it collectively. It wasn't all on him.
Okay.
They made it collectively.
Say it, but June.
That's what they, hey, man.
June.
You heard that?
Because in these situations, you want to try
Thank
to let
you,
it
Hoodie.
heal on itself. And it wasn't healing as fast as they wanted it to. Then they said, okay, let's get the surgery. Now, all of a sudden, you say, I'm coming back 8 weeks into the season. And now you get a setback. It has nothing to do with Jameis Winston at all.
Okay.
But clearly, the Saints knew this. That's one of the reasons they wanted to go and try and get OBJ.
Right.
Well, why do you
All right. Okay. Now, remember what Keyshawn Johnson just said to them, that it wasn't his decision to wait. It was their decision to wait to see if the injury was healed. It was their decision to wait the time frame where what it was, and it wasn't on Mike, which would explain why Mike Thomas said the tweet about them saying that they're trying to damage his reputation. Who that to you, TP? What's up, baby? 504 Cole, what's happening, fam? Big ups to you. Chemo, I see you, fam. Big ups to the fam. Felix, I see you, fam. Hit the like button, family. But here with Keyshawn Johnson playing. Let me play that again, fam. Let me play it a little bit more because he dropped some jewels for the other side of the ear for what they were saying on Thomas's side of the fence, and then he shut up that blowhard Stephen A. Smith all in one swoop.
8 weeks into the season. And now you get a setback. It has nothing to do with Jameis Winston at all. It wasn't all on him. They made it collectively.
Say it, but June.
That's what they, hey, man.
June.
Because in these situations, you want to try to let it heal on itself. And it wasn't healing as fast as they wanted it to. Then they said, okay, let's get the surgery. Now, all of a sudden, you say, I'm coming back 8 weeks into the season. And now you get a setback. It has nothing to do with Jameis Winston at all.
Okay.
But clearly, the Saints knew this. That's one of the reasons they wanted to go and try and get OBJ.
Right.
well, why do you say you hope he can come back?
Well, because
after
injuries,
this season?
ankles, injuries, though,
like
Molly.
Grant Hill basketball.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're talking career.
At the level,
you're saying
resume his career the same way he was playing at a Pro Bowl level.
Molly,
you hope that that's the case when you get these type of injuries.
Molly, to put it in perspective, Jalen Rose, you know him well, sat up there and said, hey, if Grant Hill's ankle didn't have been on that top 75 team, Grant Hill, I'm here to tell you, as it pertains to your nephew, here's what I'm going to do for you on First Take. I'm going to defer to you, my brother. That's your family. If that's what you say is happening, I'm rolling with it.
He'll be fine.
But I'm telling you, from the outside, it's like, damn, Drew Brees is gone. You ain't playing. You got the surgery. You supposed to come back and Jameis Winston go down.
No.
I'm just saying.
Did you hear what I said,
Yeah,
Stephen A?
that's why I'm deferring.
The man played on 2 bad ankles in the playoffs late in the year.
I'm talking about.
No, but I'm saying if he wanted to out on the team, he'd have did it during the playoffs. He came.
Right.
The playoffs are different.
The man played on 2 bad ankles in the playoffs late in the year.
I'm talking about.
No, but I'm saying if he wanted to out on the team, he'd have did it during the playoffs. He came.
Yeah, playoffs are different, though.
No.
They're trying to win the Super Bowl, bro.
No, he got out there. He got out there on bad wheels.
Yeah, okay.
And you don't think he would get out there on
you.
bad wheels right now?
I'm saying to you.
In fact, he liked the quarterback.
I'm saying to you.
I'm just telling you.
I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you.
In fact, he liked the quarterback.
I'm saying to you.
I'm just telling you.
I'm saying to you.
That's Keyshawn Johnson telling you that Mike Thomas likes Jameis Winston. He dropped some knowledge on him. Stephen A. really don't have nothing to say. Stephen don't have really to say, but you heard. Now, take that as you will. Keyshawn Johnson is the uncle of Mike Thomas. At one time, he was a pretty good wide receiver in the NFL. He's telling you from Mike Thomas' perspective what happened when Mike kind of sent out that cryptic tweet and didn't say anything else. And he's saying they're trying to damage his reputation. Remember that? Well, you hear what Key said. Key says, no, they told him to wait because they wanted it to heal without the surgery to see if it would heal. They told him that late date was the right way to do it. Now, why would they then come out and play it to the opposite side? You see? Why would they do that? Some dirtiness is going on here. And it's two different sides. And I'm not here to just ferret out who's telling the truth and who's not. I'll leave that up to you guys. Y'all are intelligent enough to make y'all own decision. But that was a lot of good information from Key right there that we did not know. That shifts the narrative a great bit, doesn't it, family? Because it sheds light on the fact that Keyshawn Johnson is telling you, hey, they told him to do that. That's why he did it. Key said that. He also told you that he likes Jameis, which we knew that he likes Jameis Winston. But what it does with an idiot like Stephen A. Smith, who supposedly he opens his whole little dialogue up, his whole little monologue up, talking about how he knew knowing Keyshawn Johnson for 20 years, but he didn't know that. And he's sitting right across the table from him, and Keyshawn Johnson didn't tell him about Mike Thomas and what was going on. I guess y'all ain't that cool. It is you. But this is just stupid. I'm telling you from the outside looking in that this, no, dumbass, because he doesn't have a reputation for doing that type of behavior. So nobody's looking at Mike Thomas saying that Mike Thomas is getting out of the season because Jameis Winston got hurt. That's some unmitigated bullshit. He never done that before, does not have a track record of ever doing that. So that's a bunch of malarkey. That guy came in there with pure, unadulterated opinionation. That's what's going on. And he's supposed to come in with facts, stats to back up what he's talking about. This guy's straight up opinionating. He has no information at all. He's just straight coming off the top of his balding ass dome, talking those type of negative comments about a player who don't even exhibit those type of qualities. And if Keyshawn Johnson tore him up, just like we would tear him up. But I would just throw a bunch of swear words at him. That's just what I would do. You know, and just say how stupid you are and how are you embarrassing yourself sitting up here on national TV talking about something stinks. About Michael Thomas and Mike Thomas, not even that type of player, man. What kind of people are you hanging around with thinking like that? Where the dude trying to skip out on money. You know, try to skip out, man. This man earned that money, man. He earned his little money. People try to take it away from him, but I'm going to tell you straight to your face. Mike Thomas earned that money, man. And all them other wide receivers, they saying better than Mike Thomas. None of them goddamn guys came close to catching them wide receiver records that he owned. DeAndre Hopkins and Julio Jones when they were healthy, and whoever else you want to throw up there, none of them came close to getting those records. He was he was leading the NFL in receptions over that span of time when he was healthy. But all of a sudden, when he get hurt, we don't have no patience. We don't have no love for the man. The man is hurt. He got hurt. Now you figuring it out that it wasn't just him. It was them telling him to do that. Now how you feel about him? Still trade him, Q? I'm just saying, man, come on, fam. We can't act like that. We can't be fickle like that. You know, we can't be fickle like that. We have to be patient. And Mike Thomas was balling out of control, doing it right, representing the Who Dat Nation to the best of his ability. He gets hurt and we want to put him on the boat, the first thing smoking for real, fam. That's how we do our people. That's how we do our people that work hard for us. The goddamn man, when he's healthy, he busts his ass and takes records and represents the Who Dat Nation. He's not an all-field distraction except when he get on social media when he hurt and start complaining and saying he better than other wide receivers. That's harmless, though. You know, that's really harmless. He's not a law-breaking dude. He's not out there tearing up stuff. He's not doing all kind of bad stuff. If the worst he do is get on there and shoot a couple of Twitters in there, man, then we doing good. But he actually getting hurt, and he was playing through his injuries while he was hurt, and then people saying still trade him, man, you can't be like that, bro. That is not right. That is not righteous. Sometimes you got to ride with your guys, even though they either healthy or non-healthy. If they represent, you got to ride with them. We can't be fickle. Do you know why? Because you will want somebody to ride with your ass. If something happened to you and you wasn't representing and you was on your butt and you was going down, you would want somebody to ride with you. So come on, we can't do this. So we can't talk about trading the man. The man ain't do nothing but represent the Who Dat Nation. He don't have no all-field scandals. He don't have all this other stuff going on that a lot of them guys have. He represents the Who Dat Nation. He can't play right now because he hurt. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate you on the super sticker, my friend. Thank you for that. So let's just forget about the trade Michael Thomas talk, because it don't make no sense to bring that up right now, because number one, you can't trade nobody right now. Number two, you can't trade him because he hurt. You're not going to get no value. Number three, it's just outright wrong to can talk about training him now that you finding out that it wasn't his fault that he waited that long because he was being told by the team to do it. Or per Keyshawn Johnson, I played it for you right now. How does that change your mentality now on Mike Thomas, huh? Does it change your perception on the whole situation now? Because Mike didn't say, he wasn't quiet through the process. He said they trying to dirty up my name, but never expounded on it. Now you got the rest of the scoop. And I always say it's almost one side of the story. If that was the case, Why did he wait? But, you know, in most cases, that they broke it down. He was trying to watch it, and Keyshawn Johnson told him. So, I mean, now that we got it, you guys put that with the rest of it, and you tell me what you think. But anyway, with that being said, fam, listen, I'm going to get out on that there. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this episode. Saints wide receiver Mike Thomas out for season after setback and ankle recovery. I thought that would have been a fascinating part of the interview to kind of share with the family members, because it gives us insight on really what's going on. And before Mike was able to tell his side of the story, remember the Saints came to him and made it right with him before he spilled the beans. And I said that, I was like, oh, you might not ever hear his story. But we was just fortunate that it resurfaced with this, and we was able to get the rest of it together. So, yeah, it is. But anyway, listen, that'll do it for the show. Man, much love to y'all. I appreciate all the family members for being up in this thing. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all. And listen, the Odell Beckham thing, fam, we're going to keep on looking at after that. I'm going to have to come back on tomorrow, and we're going to have to go over that again about the Odell Beckham stuff. Or you know, we'll have to go over there and look at it if the Browns are doing that, because they just, well, I mean, I'm seeing it right now. Okay, I'm seeing this here. Okay, they're saying Odell Beckham picked the perfect time to make a power play. They're discussing this. Well, I mean, this is kind of old right here, though. But yeah, I'm going to have to, because it's not enough time for me, I'm going to have to do my research on it. And I'm going to have to come back tomorrow with another stream, and we'll cover this Odell Beckham situation. And we'll talk about other stuff, even though Coach Payton is saying that he's happy with his running back room. Currently, barring injury, that could change. But Coach Payton's a stubborn dude, man. Y'all know that, and I know that. Coach Payton's stubborn. If he likes his wide receivers, he's going to stick to them. But we're going to be, like I said, I'm going to come back tomorrow, family. We're going to look at and let me do some research on this Odell Beckham stuff. Let me pull up my, get the articles, go over and do my research and get all my cap stuff and economic stuff ready together. And I'll present it in the next show, and we'll go over it on the next show. So please feel free to hit the like button. What's up, Rendell? Big ups, fam. Good to see you, man. Much love. All right. Big ups to the rest of the fam. I appreciate y'all. What's up, Brandon? Who that? Miscellaneous Mail. What's up, fam? Big ups to the rest of the fam. Please feel free to hit the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. Got well over 200 of us in the building right now. Hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe and join the Great Saint Think Tank in the Who Dat Nation. Just hit the button. It's free. Feel free to also share the show links on your social media feed. It helps out the platform. As you know, we're known for keeping the real deal, Holyfield, and keeping the truth and keeping the pressure on these chump, garbage, dumbass national people. Not all of them, but Stephen A. Smith and Skip Skeletor Bayless and Kyle Patty Cowherd. These people are frauds, man. I mean, for him to come up here, that was really a bad take. That was one of the worst takes. And I've heard a lot of trash stuff spew out that guy's orifice. But man, this was one of the worst takes that I've ever heard him say. He had absolutely no information, no stats, straight opinionation. Caught hook, line, and sinker, straight up there opinionating. Didn't have nothing to it. And Keyshawn Johnson ate his goddamn lunch. Ate his lunch. He could have did research by talking to Keyshawn before the show started. You could say, Keyshawn, let me run something past you. And he would have got all that information. That's what I'm saying. These guys don't do no research, man. They don't give a damn. They just spew out a bunch of nonsense about your players and teams and accuse your players of being people that's standing around collecting checks or mischievous individuals. That's what he basically shot at Mike Thomas. Oh, Mike Thomas, he just doing that because he don't want to play. So you calling him a quitter. Not only you call him a quitter, you calling him a stealer too. You calling him a quitter and a stealer, because that's what he would be called if he was to pull off a move like that, even though he has no reputation or any behavioral patterns of doing such a thing. Never stops in this crazy world where Stephen A. Smith opened his raggedy ass mouth and talk about Michael Thomas doing it. That's why it's a Great Saint Think Tank to bust his ass up when he do stuff like that, to shut them all down when they run at us. Thank you, Mr. Love. Big Love 93. Much love to your family. We got to protect the Who Dat Nation family. A lot of the experienced members that have been Who Dat family members for years. I'm talking about the 25 plus year crowd I'm speaking to. If you 20 years, even the 15 plus year guys and gals, if you guys are 15 plus years of following the Black and Gold, y'all know the history. Y'all know that the media takes shots at the Saints. Even when they be running the highlights in the NFL, they show wide receivers catching the ball, touchdowns on the Saints teams. They do all of that. They talk snide about the team. They disrespect the team. They pick against the team. When the team win in a good way, like Jameis gets lost for the season, backup quarterback comes in, the Saints still beat Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, defending Super Bowl champion, NFC South leading Tampa Bay Buccaneers. None of that was the narrative. It was all about him not having a good day. Enough of that. We're not playing that no more. We have a platform and a mouth now where we can shoot back at your rotten ass when you come with that BS. So much love to the fam. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and share the show links on your social media feed. Check out the pro shops. Team Jameis gear is available. So sorry about Jameis being a dirty ass play, rips him down, tears the season down. See what I'm saying? Jameis Winston on the dirty ass play by a dirty ass team gets hurt for the rest of the season. What the Saints do? Did we fold our tents and run? Did we fold up our tents and run away? What did we do? We nestled in and we beat that team's ass for doing that. Did we run when it was cheap shotting us? Did we run when it was doing all of the late quarterback hits and the personal fouls and the holding? Did we run when that rotten son of a, you know what, Jansen, the center for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that big dirty bastard, when he took Kwame Alexander by the throat and threw him down on the ground and the referees didn't say nothing about it, didn't penalize the man? Did we run then? No, it pissed us off. We got bucked and we kicked their ass. That's what I said. That's what it comes down to. You got to have heart in this business. And one thing I know, we might be missing out on our quarterback, but we ain't missing no heart. Remember that. We ain't missing no heart. We got the biggest heart in the NFL. That's why the Saints rise to the top, baby, when we play these teams. Because you can't top the Who Dat Nation in the black and gold, because we come with the real and we got big hearts around here. The team represent and they are mirrored of the territory and the people they represent. They play with big hearts. They play smart and intelligent, because that's the Who Dat Nation. That's the Great Saint Think Tank. So much love to you guys. I'm going to holler at you on the Thursday stream, and I'll see y'all later. Much love to y'all. Who Dat, and I'm out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or robbery could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Daily.com. That's right, the WhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoThatDaily.com is your site. The WhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.